Hi everybody, Troy from the Off-Grid Project. I am sorting here and cleaning my kitchen. There's stuff on both sides of the window here, so it's quite a mess. Well, new beginnings, as promised. I'm going to record everything I do, and I've been waiting for a warm day. And today is 70 degrees out, finally. So it's a warmer day. And I am going to spray foam around my windows, which I never did before. And, well, because what happened is I built a house last winter, and so you need a warmer day to do the spray foam, this big gap sealer. Don't know if you can see it with the contrast. But anyway, I'm going to do it now, finally. So I'm going to shake this can up, and then we'll fill these gaps. And as promised, I'm going to start showing you what I do from day to day, instead of just doing it. So here we go. The new beginnings of the Off-Grid Project. Alright, this is big gap filler because I've got big gaps to fill. Alright? And then I can finally start finishing these windows off. It was not a priority in summer because it was warm. That's loud. I'm going to let that cure in there. That'll probably fill that. Now, always the trick is that's going to drain. And it's going to drain onto something stick and make a mess. So I've got to let that expand for a minute here. I don't want it to expand and get into anything. So anyway, there's that. I'll let that expand for a minute, and then I'll hit it again with another coat. And then I've got to get around the door as well. And we're finally going to start sealing this place up. And although last winter was nice and cozy, it's going to be even more cozy this year. And with Melanie coming home, I've got to really do a good job. Let me give you a close-up of what we got going on here. So there's some deep gaps in there. And I just filled it halfway already, but still, you can see the deep gaps in the window. See that in there? Oh, wait, get the camera in there. There you go. So it was all the way literally to the outside. There was nothing between the outdoors air and the inside of the house except for a piece of tar tape. So time to seal it off and then finish the windows. Now I can seal around the windows and put the trim up during the winter months, but I cannot do the spray foam because in the winter, because obviously it'll be too cold for that to work. So that's why I wanted to do it now, so I could open the windows and get air flowing through the house and take out all the fumes and junk that comes out of that can as the foam expands and cures. So anyway, I'm going to let that cure for a few minutes and I'll hit it again and fill these gaps. I'm also getting around the doorway here, which I never did. I've never finished. I had run out of spray foam last year, and then the weather got cold on me, so I never finished this. And I was waiting for just such a day as this, a sunny day in the fall, to do this project. And here we have it. This stuff doesn't hold much though, these cans. Slowing down on me. I think it'll do that gap though. So we'll get that. I'm going to have to open another can because I've got gaps outdoors too around the openings of the drains and the electronics. I'm going to seal. And just help in the dead of winter when it's really, really miserably cold out. That'll help keep the house a little bit nicer. I'm fine, but Melanie's going to need the warmth. She's really going to appreciate all the seals as much as I can do. Felix is like, that's cool stuff. Don't get that in your nose though, Felix. Alright, well I've got to get another can going. Expanding pretty nicely. Closing up that window nicely. Sealing it off. I'm going to have to hit that down there again because it didn't fill it totally. And here it's sort of rolled out, but it's filling it up. So I'll have to hit some of the gaps here and there again. But over here on the sides it did well. It really expanded out. That is some good expanding foam. So I'll cut off the excess once it's cured. And where it's dripping over. And then I can finish this window off. That'll be nice. So that'll be a dead of winter type of a thing later on. That's not a priority. But the spraying the foam was a priority because it's 70 out, like I said. Need to have the airflow to get those fumes out of here. So I needed a nicer day for that. Let's go check the door. Yeah, the door is expanding very well. The gaps here. That's very good. No more, won't be any more wind coming in through around there, around the cracks. See, you can tell where I had run out of spray foam previously. You can tell the fresh by the cured. There's a cured spot, and then the fresh. So, it's done. That'll be done. When that's cured, I'll shave it off, and the door will be done, and the kitchen window will be done. I got some other spots I got to fill here and there, so I'll be back in a minute. Up here by the heater, I've got to fill the gaps now too. I had a piece of an old sock stuffed in there to keep bugs out and drafts and everything else. So now it's time to fill that gap. I want to start from inside the wall and work my way out and then go outdoors and do the same. Oh wow, that's... wow. Nice. Nice. Alright. Now I want to go out and do the same on the outside of that. And then I'll get the drain and the electronic conduit box. And we'll be done. Oh, I got the drain in the bathroom as well. So let's take you on outside. It's a deep hole. Now I've got to get underneath, so you won't be able to watch me down there. I don't think... well, I don't even know where it is. I gotta figure out where the bathroom drain is down there. Somewhere down there is the bathroom drain. Hope my camera doesn't blow over. It's really windy. Really, really windy. You won't be able to see what I'm doing, so there's no point in watching, but I'm just gonna fill that hole around the plastic. The hole going into the bathroom isn't really open, but the plastic that sits between the frame of the trailer and the aluminum flashing needs to be sealed to keep bugs out. So I'm going to spray that up. Let's not forget the bathroom. Well, that expands nice. Alright. Problem with this stuff is you gotta pretty much use the can once you've started it. Whatever you don't use is a waste. So... Alright, that was a quick one. Now I want to check the upstairs and make sure they're all good. Window sealing day. Well, gaps and everything sealing day. Wow, this is absolutely unexpected. Check this out, people. It is 76 degrees outside. Insane. It was 20 degrees yesterday morning. 20 degrees out. For those of you who are in Europe countries and don't talk Fahrenheit, that was minus. That was well below freezing, like way below freezing. And now it's hot. It's actually hot. It's funny. The weather here this year is odd. I'm not complaining though. I'm just loving it up and using the day today. Which makes this perfect. A perfect day for this, doing the foam. That really expands after you're done. Let's check the window. Yeah, wow. It's sealed. It's all good. Won't be any more cold spot there. And the bathroom is good. Oh, the fresh air coming in here is nice. Such a day like this after having a wood stove going for days and days and the windows closed. Well, the upstairs is always open to let the heat out because the upstairs in the tiny house is so well insulated, well, part of it is, that it gets hot up there. Look at this, everybody. 14.1 volts. Only 95 watts, though. That's odd. I think that the sun hasn't quite hit the solar panels on this side yet. And here we got 14.0 and 70 watts. But I do believe that's going to increase on this one. Problem is, we're still in October. The trees have leaves on them and the sun is below the trees at this time of year. So I only get 3 hours of sunlight, peak sunlight a day at this time of year. So I'm really struggling. I wouldn't say I'm struggling, but I don't have any excess. Let's put it that way. I have to be sparing this time of year. I do run my laptop. I do get my videos uploaded. And if I need to, I just run an LED light, battery operated, rather than the main house lighting, the tiny house lighting. But I keep the modem going and I keep the computer going and I get my work done. So I can't complain.